Good morning. Can you say good morning? How about Happy Halloween? Miss Morelli woke up with a little fever this morning, so she gets to spend the day with Dad. Hi. So, we're going to shell corn today. We're probably in a grain cart because Grandpa's going to shell corn. But she's going to ride with us. We're having a good time. She's been doing lots of filming for you guys over here. We got a 5-minute video here. We got a 3-minute video here. All kinds of her looking at the camera, huh?
Hi.
Hi. Can you wave? Hi. Hi. Yeah. Are you excited to ride in a tractor today? Yeah. Look, I even did your hair. Mommy left without doing it, so I had to. We're figuring it out. All right, sis. Are we ready to go? We got some hard frost this morning. It was down to 24 degrees this morning, so we're kind of waiting for the frost to burn off the corn plants, and then we'll get started, I think. Getting our oil checks and everything done. Cleaning some of my trash out of the cab. I think the combine is good to go. We had that grounding issue the other day and the lights flashing and stuff. We think it's a grounding issue. I don't know if it actually is or not, but I looked at some. I don't see anything obviously wrong, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. Somebody pumped the pit out either this morning or last night, and it froze. It's still frozen. You can see the grass is kind of white, got that frost on it yet. Once that's gone, or at least melted, then we can go combine, but we better wait until that's gone. You can shell corn in wet conditions. The stalk can be damp, but if you have ice on them, frost or snow, it can plug the sieves up on the combine, and then you throw your grain right through the back. And that's not good for corn yields, so we like to wait until the frost is burnt off of the stalks, or it stays so cold that it flows right through, but we don't want to be there anytime soon. All right, time to go. We're going to the grain cart, sis. Dad's backing the combine out. Well, this will be interesting. We'll see how she does. See how I do. Oh my goodness. I had to go unroll the tarp and it wouldn't go. I had to climb up and throw all that ice off. Oh man, that's a lot. It's too early in the year to be fighting that kind of ice. Taking over already? They're a little erratic, but that's okay. We're going slow. We'll learn, won't we? We're gonna turn you into a farm girl. Yeah. What do you think? I think she's gonna be a YouTuber, guys. She's been carrying cameras around all day. It's gonna be nap time soon for one of us. Unfortunately, the wrong one. That's okay. I made her a little bed on the floor with my sweatshirt, and we've got her blankie, so she does fall asleep. That should last for a while. As far as the harvest is going here, we're getting the field opened up. Dad's working on some end rows. The ground conditions are muddier than we have been in this fall. They're not horrible, but we've definitely got mud sticking to the tracks and the tires, and yeah, it's a good thing we have somewhere to park trucks on the road here. Side road. Trucks are there. We're a mile back behind our farm, so we're still close. We didn't have to take the tractor or the combine on the road, but yeah, it's going to be those type of conditions. Now, it is supposed to be a pretty nice week the rest of the week until the weekend, so I think we'll get a lot done between now and Friday or Saturday, and it's going to get steadily better, but we'll see how it goes here. Getting a hole dug through the middle here so we can dump going back towards the trucks on the other side. Dad said this first pass through the middle went 226, so that's good. I'm thrilled with that. We're still hanging on. No naps yet, huh? Huh, no naps yet. She really likes playing with my camera, although she dropped it, so. Well, I got her put down there. These 8RX tractors, they're pretty well set up for babysitting kids. Probably not how they were made for, designed for, but they work. I mean, we got the foot pegs, so I don't have to put my feet down there so she can sleep. We got carpeted floor mats, so it's soft for her. I put my sweatshirt under her so she's not getting dirty. We got a refrigerator, you know, for keeping milk cold. It's all good things. Works good. Well, the corn's got to be getting really good because Dad can barely make one end of the field to the other. These are half-mile long rows, but 8-row corn head, that's really good. We like that. So, we'll see. Phil's not going to be able to keep up, I don't think. I got a full truck sitting here, and when I made the turn back there, he was still sitting at the farm unloading the last one. That's okay. We'll probably stop for lunch fairly soon. It's noon, although I don't really want to wake her up, so I might see if we can keep going for an hour or so, or however long we can until we got to help Phil catch up. Having to take a second dump because there was no truck there when I needed to dump and turn around, so we're going to have a very full cart. This is where my camera in the back really comes in handy. We've got this machine sync with these buttons, and Dad could control it, but he doesn't. I don't know if he knows how to do that, which is fine. With that camera there, I can see it, and I can kind of do it myself. So we're filling the back of the cart now, and there's no way to see that from here, but I can see it there. We'll start moving us back forward, and I can see the front well enough that we can fill the front of the cart visually. Look, you can just see it heaping up over the top there. It should all fit, or at least he should get empty, whether he keeps running it till we get to the end of the field or not. I don't know. He's got to be empty when he gets down to the end there, so we have to kind of dump the whole way, heading back towards the trucks. For me doing that from here, I think that's pretty good. We got 60,000 on there. Ain't gonna fit on this truck, I can tell you that. Too loud, gotta be quiet. Well, she's sleepy, but the floor didn't last too long. A couple rounds. Then when we were unloading that truck, she woke up. And I have to hold her, which is okay. It's fine with me. So, I figured I should tell you that she is with me today because she had a little bit of a fever this morning. Gave her some Tylenol and she was fine for me, but that's probably wearing off, so she might not be feeling the best. You don't feel terribly warm, sweetheart, but seems a little sick today. All right, we're gonna go grab some lunch. So we got a truck full down here. We're gonna take that back and get caught up on dumping trucks and. Yeah, I think my wife is coming home. I'm going to stay with her this afternoon. Should we go home for lunch, Sissy? Are you going to give me my camera back? Are you going to give that back to me? I guess I got a delivery. Didn't know they were coming, but okay. There's a lot of dollars sitting right there, buddy. A lot of dollars. All right, well, cool. Seed treatment for soybeans for next year. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's a lot. Heck, those 2 boxes right there are worth about as much as that pallet is. Well, I brought the drone because this is a good spot to fly it. Let's see if we can get her put up in the air here. All right, well, I did not get the drone up because we had compass calibration errors and I ran out of time and whatever. We'll get there. This is the field where I did my high management versus standard practice plots. We're almost up to it. Dad's finishing up don't worry about what he's finishing up over there. Anyway, we've got that plot over here that he wants to jump into, so we're gonna go down on the other end. He's gonna empty that row out into the cart over here, and then we'll find the right rows and jump into this plot that we've got. And what I want to do is have him combine a whole pass. We're going to set on the end with the cart, empty into it, get a good weight from the scale, and I'm going to pull a sample so we can test them. We've got 2 varieties, 2 treatments, so there'll be four strips here. Looks like he got my flag in that row. Yowzers. Okay, well, I believe this to be the first row of the trial, but we should have 24 row entries. I don't know, I need to figure out a little bit of where exactly everything's at and where an even planter pass is. It's harder to do out here than you would think. All right, this is definitely a split between the varieties. You can see stalk quality here. If I had to guess, this is 10B19, 10B16. This is 10L16, 10B38 maybe? I don't know, I'd have to look. So I'm trying to help him find the row. That one. Yep. All right. So he's gonna combine all the way down. We're gonna go empty the cart and weigh that strip down there. And then he's going to combine the next pass back. That's the other variety, hybrid. And we'll weigh that one down here. And then we'll jump down farther where I have the untreated or the low management one. Standard practice, that's what it's called. Hey, what variety does your monitor say that you're in right now?
There's 10B61.
61, that's what it is. All right, well, we're going to do this one. The variety right to your left is a different one. You're going to bring that strip back.
Just a variety or your fertilizer application difference?
Nope, right there it's just a variety difference. And then we're going to jump south a ways into the fertilizer application difference with both varieties again. We did 2 varieties in each treatment. All right, I jumped out and I grabbed a sample out of the grain tank there. And he's going to unload the whole thing. We're going to write down the weight, and then we're going to unload and go do the same thing again. Okay, I won't really know any yields outside of what the combine says until we can go and take that sample and plug them into my computer. but I think it's pretty good corn. So we got to hustle to the other end and go find the next round of rows for him to do that's in the low management, or the standard practice side of it. Well, according to Dad, in the combine, the second variety was 20 bushel the acre better than the first variety. Okay. That's good, kind of. It's good because we planted a whole lot more of the second variety than the first variety. It's bad because the first variety is the new one that was hoping to replace the second one. But hey, so, yeah. Now I will say there was some differences in emergence because the 10B does not have as good early emergence and vigor ratings as the 10L. And these were planted the 13th of April, I believe. So if we were going to plant 10B, it's not going to be the first hybrid we plant like it was here. Definitely got more weight, almost 1,000 pounds more, or more than 1,000, almost 1,500 more. I flagged out his next pass. It's those two flags up there. Same thing, one hybrid down, one hybrid back. So we'll, here's what I've been doing to record this. Hold that up there and take a picture. Like so. We are done with our strips. I've got the last sample there. I gave the first 3 to Phil to take back and test, and he's going to send me some results, and I can send this data right from here to agronomist Wade or sales rep Tony. Either one of them can punch it into the Excel spreadsheet and get me results back shortly. Preliminarily, though, it looks like 1, there was a significant difference between varieties, and 2, there was a significant difference between treatments. So we'll see when I get the hard numbers back, or the moisture samples back with the scale data, and then we can calculate some stuff. Do you guys see that in the back window? Okay, that's dust. You know what's not dust? Hold on. How do I effectively show this to you? That's not dust. That is frozen precipitation, also known as snow. Halloween snow squall moving through. Oh no, it's not, we don't need that. Well, this is not just a little bit of snowflakes, like windshield's getting wet. Much like how we can't shell corn with frost on the stalks, or within reason, without too much frost, you can't shell with snow on the stalks either, and it's not sticking yet. But boy, this keeps up for real long, and it might. Anyway, this is good corn. It's just fun shelling good corn. Judging by the radar here, we might legitimately get snowed out on Halloween. We're just on the north side of the snow ice line. Crazy. And that's not small. There's some heavy stuff coming. I can see it just starting to turn the top of the feeder house white there, where all the stalks and stuff are. It's gonna start sticking. Okay, well, I was on the phone for a while. It has been snowing like this, relatively steady and fairly heavy actually, for probably an hour now. I'll show you the corn head when we get back to it. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. I don't know. I mean, Dad and I talked on the radio, and he said that the losses are good and everything seems to be okay. We'll keep a close eye on it. But I have a feeling we're going to get snowed out here, which is crazy. It must be fluctuating temperature a little bit, because every now and then I'll start to see white on the ground, and right now I don't see any. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll be all right. It's a little white. Whiter than I would like to see. My experience from the past of shelling in snow or frost tells me that you will know. The combine will make it very apparent when the sieves start frosting over and it starts freezing up. The losses go through the roof because the corn just can't get down through the chaffer and the sieve because they become iced over. And so it happens pretty quickly, and he'll know. I mean, the lights are flashing. There's still corn in the hopper, so we're not throwing it all through. We're going to stop here on the end, shut the combine off, and just take a look in the sieves and stuff there. Like I said, you should know, and he said that he's not seeing any more losses on the monitor. But there's a lot of snow on that head there. And I do notice a few kernels along the edge of the corn where he has, you know, between the pass where he's combined and hasn't. So I just want to look. Stop moving. We have a little door here we can open up. Turn on the light. Clean. Totally clean. Keep moving. All right. There's a few kernels on the ground. It's nothing terrible or bad. The sieve looks fantastic. It is clear, so we're going to keep going here. We'll just stop and check on it periodically. I adjusted the sensitivity of his loss monitor just a little bit higher so that it might actually show some bars on the corner post thing there where the yield loss monitor is, because he said it's shown 1 bar all day. It hasn't changed hardly at all. So, I don't know. Oh man, the snow's picking up. It's turned from heavy, big flakes to small, light stuff, but it's lots of it. Almost ice pellets now. I can't imagine we're going to be able to keep going in this for very long. The ground turned white all of a sudden. I hate to keep calling on the radio and asking Dad if we're done. Like, he seems to think we can keep going, so I'm not going to argue, but I probably would be quitting if it was me. We got an empty truck here. I think I would do this round and empty stuff and be done. He turned his lights on. It's not even 5 o'clock yet, before the time change, so that's how dark it's gotten. Well, Phil just came on the radio, asked if we were going to keep going, and Dad sort of reluctantly said everything's still working good, and I don't know, I think we're going to quit. We're going to get to this end. He's going to unload, take the combine out, put it in the shop. There's a lot more snow. It's sticking to the stalks now, not just, you know, the corn head and everything. Like, it's gonna build up. It's just how it is. So we're gonna quit. We had a good day. Like, we got a lot done here already. Wet bin's got to be quite a bit in it. That's a lot of snow on that head. You can't even see it. That said, it is starting to lighten up. The sun's coming back out. It's probably about over, but I think that we should quit, and I think we have enough corn in the wet bin to dry the rest of the night.
As soon as we get up to the building.
Yes, it will, but we probably have enough wet corn around for a while anyway, so we might as well let it melt off. Yeah, pretty much done snowing before we even get out of the field. There's another bank of clouds coming. We'll see if that's got any more, but we gotta let this stuff melt off. There's too much snow on the stalks. Yikes, that looks terrible. Oh man. We're gonna put the combine in the shop so that it melts off and dries out. I got all that stuff moved out of the way. The seat treatment and the main lift there pushed through the back, so we'll get her closed up here.
1988.
That's not a little bit of snow.
It was 16 degrees in 1988 Halloween.
16?
Yeah.
I see.
It turned wet. We didn't get done until it froze up
Oh gosh.
in December.
We'll look inside here again just to look.
And it's not plugged.
Not totally dry anymore like it was. Yeah, not plugged, but it was coming quick. It was the right time to quit. See, it does this. Get this, yeah, that not so much, but yeah. Now it's sunny. It'll melt off. It's all right. We got 3 lights on the wet bin. We got enough corn to dry the rest of tonight. I have got the results back from our management trial already. I sent them to my agronomist and sales rep, and they sent me the spreadsheet back. So we'll show. It's not the real pretty version of a form, but it's the results. All right, so we have. Don't look at that. We have our 2 hybrids, high management, and then he called it standard management, standard practice, whatever. Both 110 days, but what we need to compare is the 10L16 to the 10L16, the 10B61 to the 10B61. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We've got right here, yield. So the 10L16 high management went 252.1. The 10L16 standard management went 215.5. Okay, let's do some math. 36.6 bushel better on a high management. Now, I have not added up all of the costs of what we did, but it was less than that times, say, 4.5, less than $164 an acre. I do know that. So my stuff works. Now, which individual things worked, or one worked, or whatever, I don't know that. We've got some more trials. We'll learn some more. But what it shows me is that, the fungicides, both early and late, the foliar feed products, the source, the wide drop, all of those things contributed to an additional 36 bushels on that hybrid. Okay, now let's look at the other one. 10B61, 230.9, high management, 10B61, 209.3. Again, let's do some math. That is a 21.6 bushel increase. It's not as much, but it's still significantly positive. Multiply that times 4.5, 450 corn price, 97.2. Now you might be getting in the range of what our costs were. I need to go through and figure out that, but $100 an acre in increased costs. I don't think we had quite that much, but we can't be too far off from there. So did it pay? Yes. Did it return big? Well, on one of them it did. On the other one, it was slightly over a break even, I'm going to call it, until I add up the costs and know for sure. What that also shows me is that not every hybrid is the same in how it responds to these practices, right? And that's something that we do know just in general, but figuring out which ones do and which ones don't takes some time. And as quick as hybrids and varieties can change in seed company lineups, it's hard to know that. And so plots like this give us a lot of really good data. Now, I will say the 10B61 wasn't a disadvantage because it was planted early, and that hybrid does not like to be planted early into cold soils. And so if I had done this trial on some of the late planted stuff, we may have seen a bigger response there. We probably definitely would not have seen such a break between those 2 hybrids. It will be very interesting to see those 2 side by side in my plot out here, because that was planted in May, and the 10B61 will probably show a lot better than the 10L16, or at least relative to what it did here. They'll be more comparable. Maybe not be better, maybe a little better, maybe the same, who knows. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the turnout of that plot. That's gives me a lot of confidence that the things that I am doing are paying for themselves and potentially making me a lot of money. And that is what we want. And it's increasing our yields. And I mean, to throw a 252 up there in that whole strip, that's over an acre strip. It wasn't like it was a 200 feet plot, right? 8 rows times half mile long almost. It was 1.073 acres according to the sheet. Like, that's a significant size plot for it to do that kind of yield, and I'm really happy with that. Now, when we do look at these 2 hybrids and kind of compare them, we can see that on the low end, they're not that much different. 209 versus 215, your 6 bushel difference there. And is that significant? Yeah, I mean, it is, but like I said, the planting date's going to have a lot to do with that. What we learned is that the 10L16 responded to higher management a lot more, and it got us a lot more of an increase. That hybrid has poor roots. It has poor disease tolerance, and so the fungicides and giving it the foliars and stuff can really increase its yield potential, and you can see it has tremendous yield potential when you do those things, which is why we plant that. The good news is I planted a lot of that. We sprayed a lot of fungicide on that hybrid. It's gonna be really good corn for us. I do feel the need to point out that when you're looking at plots like that, you have to remember it's a strip through the middle of the field. There's no end rows, there's no trees. Like, the yields there are higher than what you're gonna see field averages. That's just the way that plots are. They always are. So, you know, that field's not gonna yield 252. It's over 200 by quite a bit, but it's not 250. So, on other plot notes, my soybean plot data has been posted to my seed business website, xlseeds.com. I'll try and remember to throw a link in the description to that, but just go to xlseeds.com, XCEL, and you can find the plot results data there, 2023 soybean data. I was going to go in and talk to my mom, but she's not here right now, so I'm going home. Thanks for watching today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to the channel. Harvest has got a long ways to go yet. We got a lot of good videos coming, so hopefully tomorrow. Oh, the orange light's on our wet bin. The wet bin's almost full anyway. We might have got that field done, but we weren't going to do any more than that tonight. So anyway, we should be back in the fields tomorrow, I would anticipate. Brock's supposed to be here, so that means I get to be back in the combine. Dad's going to get the chisel moving. Oh man, it's like frozen to my windshield. So it should be a good, exciting day of corn harvest. So have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you in the morning. Who's that? Yeah.
I'll be in the back barn when you're ready to go.
Okay. You think we can go?
Huh?
You think we can go now, or?
Well, it is frosty. It's frozen on top. I can go chisel for a bit. No. It's frozen on top. It'd probably be best to.
I just figured the frost might cause problems.
It might. Okay. Like I say, I'll be in the back shed.
Okay.
Mama.
Mama.
Mama. Oh. What? Eat, die.
Good morning. Can you say good morning? How about Happy Halloween? Miss Morelli woke up with a little fever this morning, so she gets to spend the day with Dad. Hi. So, we're going to shell corn today. We're probably in a grain cart because Grandpa's going to shell corn. But she's going to ride with us. We're having a good time. She's been doing lots of filming for you guys over here. We got a 5-minute video here. We got a 3-minute video.
Nine.
Pass was 226 dry.
That's good. I knew there's some good corn out here. See that orange flag falling down out there to the just down the road a little bit? I've got I was over there, 2 different varieties and 2 different treatment kind of things. When we get to those, I'd sort of like to do passes when we weigh them with the cart, kind of like what we're doing now, so I can get a weight and a sample from them.
Okay. Well, I figured I'd cut a hole here and we'd work to the north.
Yeah, I figured, but I think where that orange flag is the start of the trial, so you can kind of go up to that point, and then we'll be good from there.